YouTube, welcome to Wired In Daily, where we talk about the real. We talk about current events. We talk about sports. We talk about God. We talk about relationships. Make sure you enjoy the video and you like and share and subscribe. Share with your grandma, your mama, your grandpa, anybody in your family and friends. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you there. Welcome back to Wired In Daily. I got my man's Jay with me back on it, the podcast, man. And you know what we talk about. We talk about the real. We talk about current events. We talk about relationship. We talk about God. We talk about pretty much everything, man. Pretty much everything. And I just gotta say to you, Jay, before you even start talking, it was a nice run with the Lions. It was a very nice run, but unfortunately, they fell short.
Indeed, they did, man. Right now, I'm licking my wounds. I'm licking my wounds right now. But I'm happy right now because we beat the Bears. I will take I will take that Bears win.
Mm-hmm.
I needed that. You know what I'm saying? I needed that. The season didn't go the way I expected, but guess what? As long as we beat the Bears.
A good thing y'all finished strong. Oh, good thing we finished strong. It was something I was thinking about. I just got out the shower. I was thinking about this. I wanted to ask you, man. Everybody got their New Year's resolution, right? And everybody got their goals, got their dreams, they chasing. I wanted to say this, man, and I gotta get this off my chest. I feel like as a between male and female, I feel like we don't give each other grace. You know what I'm saying? You know, outside of relationship atmosphere, man, we go through a lot. You know, on the individual level, like, we going through inflation, things going on with the government, the whole EBT thing. Shout out to those people that, that's trying to survive, right? And I feel like with everything that's going on in society, bro, I just feel like we need to show each other grace and just treat one another just with that respect, like knowing like we are all trying to make it, bro. We're trying to make it somewhere. We're trying to better ourselves in a place, in a way, collectively as a family, on an individual level. I just feel like, bro, before we even dive in, I just feel like we just should take this time this year to just reflect on, like, man, life is hard, bro.
No, that's a fact, D. No, life is hard. It's definitely hard out here, and that word grace that you said, you are absolutely right. People need to show other people grace because mental health is real, man. People are killing themselves. The suicide rate is up. Just in general, like it's not really love out here like that in the world no more.
Right.
Like it's take first. It's just, oh, I gotta be better than you. You gotta be better. But it shouldn't be like that. As people, it start with us first. God is love. So we gotta start loving on each other more.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. I just, I feel like God put that on my spirit, bro. It's like, and it's something you mentioned, like mental health, especially around the holidays. Man, think about the people that, went through this, holiday that, didn't have a father, didn't have, their dad, their mom this year, bro, it's really hard, bro. And aside from the losses, but money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things are expensive. Some people didn't have Christmas, bro.
No,
You
that's a
know?
fact. That's a fact. A lot of people didn't have some Christmases. A lot of people short on their bills. A lot of I tend to always continue to humble myself in these times and recognize that I'm grateful to have, of course, you my nephew and my great nieces, to have my sister and have just have all this family around me. And some people take that for granted, but to have to have y'all has always been a blessing to me, because in this day and age, some people don't even got family.
Mm.
Some people ain't even got no house to go to. No, you know, some people even didn't wake up this morning. You know, your grandma, she always sing this song. She say, when I rise. She said, when I rise. I said, Mom, why you singing that song? She said, because God has been good to me.
Amen.
I said, oh yeah, I
Man,
get you.
it's something about them old saints, man. Them old saints, they see God in a different way that we see God, bro.
Yeah.
And it leads me to say, like, bro, you know, something that was also thinking about way before I called you to get on this podcast with me, man. It's like sometimes we look at God as like this is my God, and then I shut the world down. Like it's almost like God is only here for me and nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, when you have a relationship with God, I feel like it should reflect off of you and inspire others to, look into like, man, what is that thing that make Jay happy? Like, why is he so joyful in the world midst of chaos? You know what I'm saying? But instead, we live in a culture where God is like, God is for me, and the world, the rest of the world, is under my feet. You know what I'm saying? It's all about me, 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 and that's it. And I feel like, man, bro, like those old saints, bro, you could feel. I'm talking about the real saints, right? You could feel that love from God, and you be like, man, like with grandma, like, man, why are you singing that song? Like, man, our car get repoed, and you still singing "God is good." Like,
No, for real. You ain't lying. It's been, all them good prayers. And, and what's crazy about your grandma, man, you know what I'm saying, is like she got that old soul, that old down gospel in her. So, you know what I'm saying? So she be up at 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, praying and shaking the atmosphere is what she call it.
amen,
So, but it's a blessing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to have that. And I just hope people, continue to just fight out here in this world and continue to get a relationship with God,
amen,
because everybody need one. Everybody need to believe in something,
amen,
because without Him, you ain't gonna make it out here.
man. You're right, and you bring up suicide, man. Like, I don't want to get censored for the apps from the apps, but suicide is real. You know what I'm saying? It's real, and a lot of people, even today, as have ended themselves because of the stress of the world, what they're going through mentally. Mental health. I used to, look down, and I'll be honest. I gotta be real on this podcast. I used to look down on people that, said they had mental health problems and stuff. Cause I'm like, man, what? Like, you can't even see that. Like, bro, like, what are you talking about? But I went through some stuff like that my own self, back in the day. So,
Also, D, I gotta say, have you heard of the story of Marshawn Nealon, the Cowboy player that killed himself?
oh yeah, yeah, yep, yep.
Yeah, that story it touched me, man. It was so deep to me, because, and shout out to that family. I'm praying for him, because he was only 24. He had everything ahead of him, but you know what I'm saying. He wound up taking his own life, and nobody should ever feel like that. So I always, no matter what, I could be at work, I could be, grocery shopping. If a person honestly came up to me, or if I crossed paths with a person and they needed to talk, I will always listen to them, because you never know who you might save in that moment. That person can be on their way to go kill themselves. You don't know. But that word that you said, show people some grace, I
Right,
always think about that. I always try to show people some grace. I always try to instill motivation in them to keep going. That you don't have to give up out here.
amen,
To that,
amen.
to that, what you say, D?
Yeah, hey, man, bro, it's crazy, bro. We talking about this. What's his name? Nealon, right?
Yeah.
He was the Cowboys player. You know, it's crazy, man. I was laying in bed, and when I lay in bed, I reflect on my day. I always think about God. I always think about the future. I think about the day I take my last breath, because everybody is gonna face death one day, right? But one thing I was thinking about him about
That's facts.
is the fact that, man, he had everything, bro. And I'm like, because we come from a place where we didn't have nothing, right? And I'm like, I know as an athlete, he probably came up probably middle class, or maybe didn't have nothing. It's like, bro, you had everything. He was in that cat too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I look at his like, man, why would you? But that's how powerful mental
But you
health
know,
is.
but you know what's crazy though too, D. You know the reason why that led to his suicide is because he lost his mother.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying?
okay, okay. I didn't know that.
So yeah, so he lost his mother. So the thing about it, you know what I'm saying, he was still empty inside.
Mm,
Like all these another actor, Robin Williams. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He played Mrs. Doubtfire.
mm-hmm.
And he would make everybody laugh, but on the inside he was empty. Like a lot of people wear masks, and they have all these situations going on, but you never know what a person go through behind closed doors.
Right,
You don't know.
right. I think another reason why mental health is so crazy right now is because of social media. We compare ourselves with other people, and sometimes it can make you depressed. It can make you anxious. Like, I could be, somebody that's 25 or 30 years old, feel like they should be where that person is, you know what I'm saying, in life. And sometimes it could be discouraging and make you want to give up. I mean, this podcast is all about reals, and I'm being
You
real. I
gotta
felt
be
that way.
real.
I felt that way
Oh,
too.
oh yeah, it can go. You know what I'm saying, D. You know how we always had these great topics, and always you never know who might be listening and who might need to hear this. You never know. But like with that Marshawn kneeling with that Toby, man, but you know what I'm saying? It hurted me bad because he was only 24, man. And
Wow.
but his mother passed back in, I think, February of uh 24, and she passed away unexpectedly, man.
Mm,
So when somebody passed unexpectedly, so look, he couldn't get over it. He was battling, everybody battling with demons, so he couldn't get out. You know what I'm saying? It hurts. I lost my dad December 10th, 2010.
mm.
And it was a rough patch. So I lost my dad when I was a junior in high school, and mentally that was rough for me. So I can only imagine what he went through in that moment.
Right. Man, and your sister, um, shout out to Maya that was on the podcast recently. She said the worst death is the sudden death. You going on about your day, you get that call, man. Um, man, like I said, man, like I couldn't imagine losing my parents. Especially around the holidays. And I just wanted to say, man, whoever is uh, going through a lost loved one, or going through depression, anxiety, man, just take this year going in 2026 to seek help, man, because it's like, don't put on the mask. The mask is just the band-aid. The root of it is seeking the help. You know what I'm saying? Seeking the help, finding the root issue to heal. And healing, it may hurt, but long term, it's gonna benefit you for you to tell your story to help somebody else get out that rut.
Facts. You ain't lying, D.
Right, right.
Oh yeah, you ain't lying.
Man, so man, you had like some good questions, man. Before I put you before I put the live on, you got some good questions for me, man. And do you want me to start off with the question, or are you gonna give it to me?
I'm gonna give them to you.
Okay, okay.
All right, what's up?
I'm ready.
So, what are three red flags in a relationship? Let's start off with that.
Three red
Something
flags.
nice in a relationship. Something nice. Something easy. Let's start off. What are three red flags in a relationship?
Three red flags. Uh, Communication. If he can't if
Okay.
she can't or he can't communicate, it's clip, right?
Okay, I
Because
like that, dude.
you can't go nowhere if it's no communication. Second, I don't care. No matter what situation it is, if that phone is face down, flip. Somebody lying.
Hey, you, hey, listen. The thing about it, for me, D, I'm gonna be real, which I gotta tell you this.
Yeah, be
I
real.
never was the type to go through a woman's phone because I ain't gonna lie, D. I feel like God will reveal anything that's
Uh,
in the dark. So I never feel the need to go through. If a person say this, I go by your word. But once I figure out your word is flawed, then I know what type of person I'm dealing with. But I agree with you though. You know what I'm saying? It looks suspect when you got it all flipped, face down. You know what I'm saying? My thing about it, what you hiding? What you really got to hide? You know, if it
hey,
ain't nothing to hide, just unlock the phone.
hey,
The
hey,
thing about it though, the brothers though, you know what I'm saying? We be on some bull when we be doing that too though. We be doing that though.
hey, women
We
be doing
like
it too, though. I ain't gonna
they
lie.
women be doing it, but I feel like I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like going through a woman's phone, you gonna find something in there that you ain't that you don't want to look for. You hear me? D? If you want it, I don't recommend going to a woman's phone, man. You might
Hey,
find something in there that might break your heart.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, I totally agree with you. Hey, if you wanna eat that day, don't do it.
Don't
Don't
do
do
it.
it.
Don't
Don't
do
do
it
it.
for real.
Hey,
Because I feel like, the thing about it though, I feel like, some men they like to go tit for tat. I
mm-mm.
feel like men can't really go tit for tat with women though. The reason why, because my whole thing is like they can go below the belt depending on the woman. They can go really below the belt and do some stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't recommend doing all that, but
Yeah, yeah. That the phone flip down, like that's all I need to know. That's it for me. And I agree with you. I'm not going through a woman's phone. Especially if I'm playing that game of we not exclusive. Hey, I don't want to see it.
no.
There's was a situation where I was talking to this one girl in college. Um, Dude, she always used to have her son on D and D, her phone on D and I'm like, I peep it though. I peep it, and I ain't saying nothing because I know I'm on some dirt too. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some bull.
No,
And
I feel you.
she wanted to go through my phone and wanted to know who I was talking to, but the whole time her phone was on D&D. I can see the little moon next to the contact, and I'm like, dog, bro? Some women is just delusional, bro. Like, how are you asking me for my phone when your phone on D&D? Like, I don't get it, Jay. I don't get it. I think that's the most delusional thing. Cause like, I'm so real. I'm so real where if I'm on some dirt, I'm not gonna confront you about anything. Cause I don't wanna get caught. You feel
I
me?
feel you. You just want to go on about your business. I feel you don't want to just indulge. It's tough.
Mm.
That's tough.
And then the
You
last
know,
thing, man, I think the biggest red flag is not being accountable. Like everything you do is an excuse of why you did it. You know what I'm saying? That's a red flag. You can't go further. Um, Shout out to the guap. That's one reason why.
Shout out to the guap.
Shout out to my wife. That's one reason why I married her, because it's like when we have our conversation, she was like, "Hey, I was wrong. This is what it is. X, Y, and Z." And like you could work with somebody like that, bro. Somebody that's honest and can tell you straight up they was wrong. A lot of females today, bro. And I'm just being real, and it's more with the females.
We real here, D. You can go ahead and say it, man.
Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah.
real here.
I'm just being real. I feel like females never take accountability, bro. It's like no matter what they do, they could be caught red-handed, and it's just justification for it. But a man, they expect a man to take full responsibility, which
Right? You got some women out here that do deflect.
yeah, they deflect, and it's like, bro, it's like, okay, you want this guy to, be this dream guy that you got in your head. But in order to meet that dream guy, you have to be his dream girl. You have to be that girl, that woman to, you know, have accountability. You know what I'm saying? Have some characteristics of somebody that's trustworthy. You feel me? No
I
man
feel
is going no man is
okay.
just going
I see where you're going, D. I'm gonna ask you this because you know what I'm saying. 'Cause you stay right there. I'm gonna ask you this. You know what I'm saying. This is another question that I want to ask you.
uh,
Do you feel like men love unconditionally and women love conditionally? To that, what you say?
I think it depends. I think it could start off being unconditional, but when like a relationship gets serious, like the bills is due, the rent is due. I think it becomes conditional. That's why I was trying to tell in the last podcast, your sister Maya. I said, you know, I don't think men. I mean, I don't think women really care about a man's body count. A woman cares about being taken care of, what a man can provide. Man, a dude can sleep with a hundred girls, but if them bills ain't paid. Them bills ain't paid.
Or he broke, D.
If he broke, hey, she out of there.
See out of there.
She out of there. I'm just being honest. A woman want to be taken care of.
You right. You got to be a real one first.
I'm being
You ain't
real.
lying.
And y'all girls, tell me otherwise. Tell me otherwise. Y'all care about a man's body count. Man, come on, mama. She said, how, a woman care about a man's body. Man, they don't care, bro. Look, we through the ages. It's been men that was kings and women willingly being concubines. Come on now. Talk to me.
Fact. No, you right. You making some valid points. All
Eh?
right, D. I got another question for you too. This is another question I got for you, D. Do you think women can smash and dash? What you think?
Absolutely. It
You think
depends.
women can smash and dash?
It depends on the man. It's some lame men out there. Come on, Jay. You know this.
No,
They can't do it to me. They can't do it to a type of dude like you and me. Come on now.
But listen up. But let me tell you. Let me tell you. I disagree with you. I'm gonna tell you here's why I disagree. With you.
Okay.
I on the. Do you think women can smash that? Because I feel like it's more. Women get more of a emotional connection with sex.
Okay.
I feel like I feel like they are just driven to get a connection, and they gotta feel something for that man, for them to even get to that point. If that makes sense.
You know what?
What's
I agree with you because, you know, a man is sleep with a random girl at the drop of a dime. Like
all also?
they don't even have to have a comment. The woman don't have to say nothing at all.
No.
So you know,
It's tough. I just had to talk because I'm thinking I was like, can a woman really? Unless we ain't gonna use that other word because the H word unless you out here,
Yeah.
unless you out here, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Unless
But
you
but even the girls that's like really out there, you still the guys still have to show friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm saying is a man would sleep like the drop of a dime, like not even knowing the woman is friendly or not. Like the woman has to be somewhat comfortable with the guy. You can't you feel what I'm saying? So I
I
agree
feel
with you
you.
in a sense. I agree with you. Like
Okay, okay,
I
yeah,
agree with you.
that's something to just think. That's something to think about, man. Cause
I didn't even think about that. That was a good question, man.
yeah, cause it's something I was thinking about. Another question, D. Should men making under 50K date? What's that that you say?
Yeah. I mean, if you single, yeah. I mean, under 50K, if he got his own place.
He can have his own place.
Okay, I think so. I mean, because it's not about the money, man. It's not about the
But I feel
money.
like, but D, I'm gonna tell you too, not to cut you off.
Mm,
I feel like in this world, man, we live in, it's just everything's for show. It's not really genuine. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
really can't. When you trying to get to know a person or get to know a woman, just in general, like it's tough out here.
I mean, that's just the reality of it. I think we got to be real. Like I said earlier, we got to be real with ourselves. Like a woman demanding for a man to make a certain amount of money, you broke. You broke
Okay.
because especially if you're not making that, right?
No,
If your whole
no,
motivation is money, you have to be equal, bringing whatever it is to the table, right?
no, you right.
I think the reason why the dating world is so messed up is because nobody is genuine. I think the money will come when it's genuine. Like it's a scripture in the Bible that say, and I'm gonna paraphrase it. It say,
Okay.
uh, I forgot how it goes. It's like your gifts make a way for you, like in a sense. Like your gifts is gonna make a way for you to make money. That's what it said almost like I'll put it down somewhere. And
Oh yeah.
but your gifts will make room for you. That's what it is. So it's not like you chasing the money. It's like you so in love with the gift or whatever you doing, right? It just happens. And I think we live in a world where it's everything is like, what can you do for me? Okay, I will only go this far if you go this far. All right, I'll meet you halfway. And it's like real love is not a halfway thing. Sometimes your partner, she's sick. Sometimes he's sick. Sometimes you know, sometimes you have those days like we were just talking about earlier where your partner may feel depressed. So you gonna have to pull your partner up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
You may have to carry her in a
right,
situation.
right.
You
So
have
it's
to carry.
yeah,
I feel you.
so it's like, bro, it's like we live in a fantasy, bro. Like when I think about love, I think about God. Like when Jesus came down to die for us, right?
Mm.
We did not care about Jesus at all. But he still just died for us because he saw what needed to be done. We needed a savior, and he just died for us. You feel what I'm saying?
So that's right.
And then it's like we didn't deserve it, but he did it because by his nature is love. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, bro,
You right.
we just far behind, bro. And do you? And then my question to you is, do you think we ever get back to that old school love like our grandparents?
Ooh, then you cooking tonight. Because the thing is, I really don't know. Because let me ask, let's say prime example, man. Let's say if I'm driving this beat up Buick, but let's say I make the under K mark, under 50, the 50K.
Mm.
And but I got everything going for me. You know what I'm saying? Do you honestly think a woman will give me a chance though? Seeing maybe she made but I'm driving this car that's beat up and messed up. But I'm working towards something. I'm a hard working man. I'm doing it. Do you think I get a date though? Or is she more attracted to other things? You know what I'm saying? That
Uh,
makes sense.
I don't. All right, so I'm gonna give you two answers. It depends on the woman, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if it's a woman that grew up with an upbringing with a two parent home, or not even a two parent home, but a foundational principles of what it means to love, how to treat other people, not value people based off what they make and what they have. If she grew up like that, then I think you have a chance. But if she grew
Okay.
up with her guidance is only social media and what she see on the screen, she is not doing it. She that's clip. And most of the women that men are attracted to, because we gotta be real, Jay. We gotta be real.
Talk to me.
Most women that we want to be with or attracted to is the fools. The one that's get their guidance from the videos because they look good. They dress a certain way, they look a certain way, and it's appealing to the eye. And then we run around and be like, man, there's no good women out here because we chasing the fool. That's the reality. Like, we can't say there's no good women out here when you chasing the hoes. That's one thing for sure. That's one thing for sure. Some women do say, and it's correct. Like, we say the hoes this, the hoes that. But we keep messing with them. Jay, we keep messing with them.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, you right. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You right. We run right back to what we know.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A dog gonna always be a dog. You know? That's just hey, you gotta be real. You know, you gotta be real. You gotta be real.
And I feel like, bro, like I feel like this though. The good women is seeing the hoes get all the attention. And then now the good women is trying to do the things the hoes doing to get the attention. And it's everybody getting blended up. And then now we saying there's no good women out here because you got the good women that's trying to they want to show that they are not like them, but they look like them. And then they get mixed up and we like, ah, oh, dang. And we playing around because the good women is trying to, you feel me? And it's like, baby girl, that's not you. And I don't want this to be you because at the reality is, and I know this is sound confusing. Yes, we like to mess with the girls that's dressed a certain way, that's half naked and whatever, but it's only as appealing to the flesh. We know there's an inner nature in our man that knows a real woman. Cause you know why? We all had a grandma and a mama that showed what a respectful woman look like.
No.
You feel what I'm saying?
Fact, you talking, D. That's facts. I got another question for you, D.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this question, I think men don't bounce back from heartbreak. To that, what you say?
Ah, man. I think I'll be honest with you. I think most men do bounce back from heartbreak because I don't know, I'll just say from my point of view,
Okay.
half of the women I was with, girlfriend, I wasn't really committed, like wholeheartedly. I already knew it was coming to an end because from the jump, I knew I was gonna be with her. You feel me? I'm saying? So when we broke up or, we had our breaks, man, I was already thinking about on to the next in the sense of talking to the next person or trying to figure out my next move as a man and trying to figure things out. I don't think I ever like I guess you can only ask me that question if I end up divorcing my wife, but that never happened, right?
I don't think you gonna divorce the guap. Guap is wonderful. I
Right.
like the guap.
Right.
Shout out to the guap.
Shout out.
Hey.
Shout out.
Yeah.
What about you though?
Do you ask do men bounce back from heartbreak?
Yeah, what do you
I'm
think?
gonna be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know. I don't think so. I don't think so because I feel like if once a man really invests in a woman and she wind up like leaving, because I feel like women are like elevators. They can bring you either up or down, D.
Right.
So so I feel like in that moment, it just all depends on that's the situation. might know. It all depends on that situation.
So my next question to you is: Have you ever truly invested into a woman, like wholeheartedly?
Honestly, no. Because
That's my point. That's
I
my
honestly
point.
no. Honestly, no. Because I'm gonna tell you, partially it can be because of me.
Uh-huh.
Also, for me, is like that's tough because you gotta know it's real. It's that real, genuine, old school love. I want that old school love. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
I wanted to feel. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to really feel it. Like this my person.
right. Yeah,
And nowadays, you know what I'm saying? You don't know.
absolutely. Because everybody's blended up. Everybody's for everybody, and the reality is, bro. And I'm not giving men the passes, but I think another reason why is nobody really investing and is more transactional because, bro, man, sex is available from everybody. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
It's every like, dude. Like when I was single in the dating world online, bro, sex is just easy, so easy to access. Nobody has a
Right.
standard, bro. And so for me, for my logical thinking and logically, like, why would I commit to anything that's easy? Like, I'm not investing in anything I just get with a conversation, a FaceTime, a date, and then I'm in your drawers. You feel what
No,
I'm
you
saying?
right. You
I
right. No, you right. You ain't lying. You is not lying. And like once sex became easy, it makes it hard to date out here. It do makes it hard to date out because especially if you a woman giving that box to anybody, any and everybody, or the man out here just doing something crazy, doing crazy, what I'm saying, not taking nothing serious. So it just all depends, like I said, on the situation.
I just thought about. I think another reason why nobody is investing into anybody because there's soul ties everywhere. So many people is connected. So many people is connected with any and everybody. Even if you find somebody that you like, they still in a previous relationship thing they still messing around with. I remember when I was in college, it was a girl that I did like, right? But then, I started to figure out, because every girl you learn something from. And I hate to say this, but you learn. And
We
so,
be real on here. It's
yeah,
genuine.
yeah, you learn. And so I'm like, yeah, I like you, but I peeped that you have a previous relationship. So what that made me do, back off. Because I recognize he was there first. That's not my place. And I ain't fighting over no girl, right? Um,
That's what. Hey, you bet not. Somebody got here
right.
fighting over some coochie D. Come
Nah,
on.
I ain't
You know,
couldn't even do it.
hey, listen,
I couldn't do it.
hey, nah.
So with that being said, bro, it's like if I feel that way, man, what about the other men? What about the women that grew up in an upright home? What are they thinking about? Like, to be honest, bro, I just feel bad. I don't know if the dating world will ever go back to the old school way. And I don't think it ever go back because social media, bro. Social media is so powerful. Like a old fling, you can easily hit up in the touch of a button. You know. So
That's facts, D. You can. It's you can message them on Facebook. You got Instagram. You got Snap. You got all these different social media platforms. You don't even gotta really do much. I don't even think men can really talk to women like that no more. You
right,
ain't even gotta have no conversation.
yeah.
You can free.
And to be honest though, then and see this what I want to end it. I'll end it with because we
Okay.
we went over our time. I want to say this. When I was young, when I was young, I was innocent and I used to think, okay, I'm gonna prove myself to this girl so she can see my worth for her to like me, right? And you know, for most men, that's how we think. We want to prove ourselves. We want that one girl, right? And I think over time, bro, when the women, and that's why I always say like women hold the key. When women drop their standards, and I realize like, well, I don't need to be in a relationship. If she's just sleeping around with that guy and she just doing that, why would I do that? If I'm thinking like that, right? If I'm thinking like that, what is the next guy thinking? So years go on and on and on and on, right? We get to a point where, like you said, man, you don't really need to even some. You don't even need to take on a date. Some you don't even need to really talk to. It's just you give the attention, and next thing you know, y'all laying in bed together. So it's like, bro, like I don't, I don't see unless God just intervene quickly. I don't see the dating world recovering, bro, because it's getting worse and worse. And on top of that, bro, on top of that, you got your flings and your soul ties with people that you meet up with. Then you got OnlyFans for girls that you never seen before in your life that you curious about, right? You know, so it's like, bro, like everything is over sexualized, and I just feel like in our society, bro, that's why it's hard for us to genuinely know somebody without wanting to sleep with them, which lead to that mental health that we was talking about in the beginning, right?
You right. You right, D. Yeah. Made some valid points, man.
Man,
Um,
Jay, it's always a pleasure talking to the man in the hour. You
oh,
know?
yeah. Oh yeah, man. We had good conversation, D. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna keep giving it great content. And y'all guys, y'all tell us what y'all think. Tell us about the topics we talked today. Give us y'all opinions. Give us y'all feedback.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think I'm gonna end it with this one. A question for you.
Okay.
Or this is a question to everybody. If a woman cheat, should the man take her back?
Ooh, D, you kind of burning me with that question. Because it all depends on the situation. Because I feel like it takes a special type of man, D, to
I ain't special
forgive a
then.
woman.
I'm not special.
To forgive a woman from cheating. That's tough. That's
I'm
tough.
gonna let the people talk about it. But that's gonna be for part two. Part two in our podcast with Jay. Hey, like I said, um, this podcast is all about the real. We're gonna talk about it each and every day. But y'all think on that question. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. Share with your mama, your grandma, your daddy, your grandpa, your cousin. Let them know. Ask that question. If a woman cheat, should that man take her back? Now Jay said it depends. I say no. No deal. No deal. But we're gonna get it back. We're gonna get into that question. We're gonna dive deeper. But like again, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you tell everybody, tell your friends, tell your daddy, tell your mama, tell your grandpa, everybody. Man, honestly, you can have love, I don't want it, but I really want it. You can catch me in the trenches trying to focus on my mental. In the gym, I'm talking making love. The old man can be the new girl next nigga. On to the next, she was vibing, but I ain't got no patience for no thotty. And I really tryna pray, but the voice is speaking louder. The voice is speaking louder. Man, I'm really in my feelings, I can't tap in. And I really want that love, show me action. And I don't want your body, show me something.